Hi there, good evening. Welcome to the Bentley Homestead again. I'm Catherine. I had the most interesting experience happen to me, and I would love to share it with you. So, part of that experience happened tonight, and part of the experience happened a few days ago. So, I'm just sitting here this evening, and I was minding my own business, and I'm actually sitting here drinking some delicious tea. If you see here, it is chamomile tea with a bit of half and half and some sugar in there. It's delicious. Try it if you ever get a chance. It's very calming before bedtime. I also have it on my cold days when it's really cold in the house. So, as you can see here, I've got this family tree up of mine. And, you'll notice that a lot of the names are filled. And I've worked on this tree, and I mean, if you could extend this even more, you'd find more people on it. But this has to do with ancestors, so I will get to the point. The other night, I'm talking about a week or two ago, I was dead asleep in bed. My husband was gone. He was at the property, working on the property, and I was here home alone with all the kids. And someone woke me up in the middle of the night, like jolted me awake. And I was laying there in bed, and my room was pitch black. And I literally woke up to someone like jolting my body, like wake up, and opening my eyes, and my room was filled with people, like surrounding me as I was laying in the bed. And they stood there, and they were all like I could see them. It was dark in my room, but it was like they had a light on, like I could see their faces just fine. They were all lit up. There was nothing dark about them. They were just standing there. And there was this one boy who was in the middle, and he was standing like right in front of me in the middle, and he had kind of like shaggy, like almost to his eye hair, and it kind of was off to the side and a little wavy, and it was kind of like a brownish red, little with some blonde, a little bit of blonde in there too, like almost. And he was just smiling at me, and he was probably like 15 years old. And you open your eyes to this, and I was kind of like, this isn't right. I'm in the middle of the night. I'm in my house by myself. What are all these people doing in my room? And I was terrified. I screamed so loud. I mean, I was shaking. I started crying because I got so scared. And they instantly disappeared. So they were gone. Like, they didn't stay long. And Jonathan, my son, who I woke him up. He thought there was something wrong with me, like someone was attacking me. But I was okay. I took a little bit to calm down and tried to go back to sleep. Ooh, I tried to go back to sleep. It's really hard to go back to sleep after you have an experience like that. So I said a prayer and tried to go back to sleep. Anyways, I think it took me a while to go back to sleep. So anyway, I was telling Jonathan what had happened the next day, and I'm like, I think that might be some of my ancestors, because this has happened before, not to this extent, not with this many people. I've had another instance like this in the middle of the night wake me up, and I kind of was like, I bet they're ancestors that we need to find. And my son, he's just been bugging me ever since. Mom, have you done anything with that yet? Have you gotten back on there? You need to get on there and find your ancestors. I'm like, I know. And so it's been like a week or two, right? And then just the other day, I think it might have even been yesterday, there were a bunch of cardinals in the backyard in there's a tree back there, and there were a couple cardinals in it, and Aunt had noticed and came back in, and the kids were all excited because they know whenever I see a cardinal in the backyard, that means I've got to do genealogy. Now, I've actually changed where my desk is. My desk that I'm sitting at, I've had to take it out of the other room, which it used to be by my back door to my house. And because we are homeschooling now in that room, I had to kind of put this. I have no room in this house, so I had to put this in my living room. But when I used to sit there at my computer and do whatever, and I'd look out that window sometimes, anytime I'd be looking out the window and see a cardinal, I'd go get on my genealogy right away. That's literally was like a sign for me to do my work. And if any of you know about cardinals, they kind of have a history of that, of being connected to our ancestors. So anyway, I will quit babbling about that. And so fast forward to today. So this is where the ending happens. This is the best part. So I'm going to show you up on my tree here. Here's my tree. And today I was just literally sitting here with my kids. I was jamming out to the Beatles, and we were all dancing, the girls and I in the living room. We were all dancing and singing to the songs, and I was just nostalgic. I grew up listening to their Blue album like over and over. I have the whole thing memorized, and it's 2 CDs. It's amazing. Anyway, and we were just dancing, and literally in the middle of dancing, I got this impression to get on my computer. So I did. I just got on. I'm like, okay. I got this impression to pull up the family search. And I knew I needed to get on my adopted father, Wally. So as you know, I've got my biological father, my adopted father, Wally, passed away this year. And so let me show you him. So let me pull up his tree. So you'll see my tree is, pretty well done. I've done his tree, but I haven't filled it. Does that make sense? I haven't filled the whole tree. So here's his tree. You kind of see there's some missing pieces there. And I was instantly drawn to, I've got a lot of work to do. Obviously, no wonder I've been being bothered. And I was drawn right here. And I was like, okay. So what I did is I pulled up, I always try to pull up the people that are like, I know for sure, because if I remember correctly, back on this tree, I was looking back at this tree a long time ago and trying to figure this out, and there was some confusion with a few different of the wives that there were like similar wives that got married to two different men in different towns, but they were like in the same county, but there was enough of a discrepancy I couldn't figure out. But it was just very complicated, so I left it kind of like it is, right? And so I just pull up this thing and I start dabbling around and trying to look at the sources I do have. I pull up Ancestry, so I'm going to do that right now. I pulled up Ancestry and I kind of got, in a roundabout way, I got to this guy right here, Caleb Ezra Stewart. And as you'll see, there's lots of hints. And I pulled up the hints, and I can do that right now, but you'll see that you'll get a lot of hints here. So this is Ancestry.com. You see there's pictures, there's lots of records here, and there was a lot more. I've already added them. And this amazing thing happened. Right when I opened this up, I found a couple things, and there was this picture of this whole family, like a family photo. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I wonder who all these people are. Again, it hadn't hit me yet. And then I opened the photo, and bam, it was them. It was all those people. Oh my gosh, it was all of them. And guess what? I'll show you right here. I mean, this is so exciting, and I know I'm trying to stay calm, but like I was crying a minute ago. This is so amazing. So, here it is right here. I already have it for you. This is the family that was all standing around me the other night, and it was just beautiful. And see the guy in the middle? Remember the guy that was in the middle? See this guy right here? This is Caleb. I gotta look at his name. Caleb Ezra Stewart. Okay, so this is him. And this guy, he's got the bow tie on. He looked a little bit younger than he does in this picture, but that was the guy in the middle. That was literally the guy that was standing in the middle of the group, and he was staring and smiling at me, and he looked like he was 15. He looks a lot older there. Here, he still looks young, but he looks, maybe he was like 13, I don't know. But yeah, he looks a lot older here for some reason. But anyway, I literally pulled this picture up a few minutes ago with the music blaring in the background, and I felt everybody around me again. I didn't see them, but I felt them. And I was there like, this was us. And talk about instantaneous, like, here we are. Like, it just blew my mind. It was this, to me, it's a miracle. So, and a tender mercy. And if you know me, I have a huge testimony of our ancestors wanting to be found and wanting us to find them, and they help us find them. And so to me, I just want you guys to know to follow the promptings that you get. You never know what you're going to get. And the more you follow them, the more you're going to get, because you can be relied upon to follow those promptings. And this is just another testament to God's work on this earth. So here they are. Here's these people. And I don't have them in my tree at all. Not one of these people is in my tree, except for maybe the mom. Maybe. Because I just entered Caleb. He's the only son I've entered of her. And I didn't really have anything on her. Now it's time for me to go deep dive into these people's lives and find out more about them, who they are, gathering all the information I can. I cannot wait to do this part. I'm so grateful these people came to me. I'm so grateful that I get to find them and I get to put them in my tree, and then I get to go and take their names to the temple. What an honor. I hope that you all take this moment and maybe consider going on your own tree and seeing what you can find. Asking for guidance and promptings to those who want you to find them. I'm excited for you. This has been a wonderful journey for me. Thanks for listening to this crazy but wonderful story, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks, and take care.